Welcome back to the Ford 200. We see some NASCAR officials talking to the 23 team. Adam Alexander, what's going on down there?
But Johnny Benson does not have tape on the middle part of his rear spoiler, and they wanted to put that tape on under this pit stop. Didn't get it done, and NASCAR actually told Trip Bruce, the crew chief, he was going to have to come back down here, giving up a ton of track position, and do it. Now, after they had the conversation, and now you see the replay of Johnny's pit stop, NASCAR said, I'm going to give you one more chance. So that means next time when they pit, they will have to get that tape on the rear spoiler. And there you see the NASCAR official signaling to the team that it needs to be done. And Trip Bruce just met with his guys, making sure they understand what they're going to do. A tough situation for them, and that will add some anxiety the next time they have to pit. But here's what's interesting. When Trip Bruce originally told Johnny Benson, you've got to come back down pit road so we can add the tape, Benson came back and said, you're kidding, right? No laughing matter in this pit area, I can guarantee you.
You know, and we saw the crew member put a wedge wrench on the back of that truck. That adjustment never got made. So Trip Bruce said, we got to have a better plan next time, guys. We got to get the adjustments made. So they didn't get done to that truck what they had hoped to with that wedge wrench that went on the back of the truck.
Be ready. Be ready. Green flag, green flag.
Problem-free for Ron Hornaday. He was able to get on pit road in front and get off pit road with the lead. So he continues to lead here at Homestead, Miami.
I don't believe that piece of tape being off is a disadvantage, not an advantage.
Yeah,
so,
and if I didn't get my adjustments made, Darrell, I believe I'd come down and I'd put that tape on and I'd make my adjustments because it's early in the race. You can do that. Now, this thing goes green for a while. You don't get the perfect chance to get that tape put on. It's going to hurt you later. I believe I'd have went down right now and tried to rally back.
Yeah, when you're trying to keep up with that 33 truck, you can't give up that much track position. That may have worked, but I'd be scared to be back in the pack looking at this.
Exactly. I don't think I want to be behind 30 trucks right now at this point in the race.
Not right now.
It's worked out okay for Kyle Busch. You could see him. He's driven up to the 4th spot, cutting down to the low side, trying to get 3rd from Terry Cook.
But he's not trying to win a championship. He's just trying to win a race. So
wait, now Eric Darnell doesn't understand what Kevin Harvick's plan is right now.
They had the perfect scenario for the first 41 laps. They were just out there cruising, but they've got people all over them now.
Now Kevin Harvick goes over for the lead. He gets in front of his teammate, and here comes Kyle Busch. Slid right in front of the 33. He takes 2nd.
Most of these parties that you're having between you and your teammates, they don't last.
I'm telling you, something's wrong with that 33 right now. He was really slow entering the corner.
Very loose there.
I think his truck is really, really uneasy getting in the corner.
Well, you know what happens, and it happens all the time, Michael, and you know this. You say you're a teeny bit loose or you're a teeny bit tight, and they over-adjust it.
So maybe an over-adjustment for 33.
Gets a little sideways there.
Oh, he's in trouble right here.
Wait till he looks in his mirror. Guess who's just a couple of trucks back? Here comes Johnny Benson around Mike Skinner.
Johnny Benson again coming into this race with a 3-point lead. Ron Hornaday got out front, led laps, got 5 extra bonus points. So now we've got a very tight battle continuing here on the racetrack, Ray.
And guys, what's amazing to me, we talk about these adjustments. That adjustment for the left rear when they went to change air pressure was only 1.5 pounds. And then Rick Wren said take half of that back out. So we're talking about really just maybe 1 pound of air pressure change made that much difference to Hornaday's truck. That's amazing.
Well, you know, it is, Ray. And I hear it all the time, and I say there isn't any way. But, Michael, you drive these things. You felt it. I can't imagine that a pound of air would change your truck or car that much.
A lot of times if your truck is okay and you might tend to think you're going to get a little tight, 2 or 3 tenths of a pound of air pressure is enough adjustment to address it. Right now, Ron took off. He wasn't great when the race started. Remember, people were all over him. Kevin got behind him, pushed him out a little bit. He got some fresh air, clean air, and he was able to maintain. Right now, he's in a mess. He's got Terry Cook all over the back of him.
I think he's struggling right now. He's running 4th, but I don't think his truck is nearly as good as it was before.
And Ron Hornaday is not a guy that you want to get in a panic situation, in my mind. I mean, he's hyper. And, you know, you start putting the pressure to him, and he can make a mistake. Unlike Johnny, who I usually think is calm and cool and is usually got everything under control. I saw the race last week.
Yeah, until last week, that pretty much went out the window. Terry Cook looking to the outside now of that 33. Let's see if he keeps the momentum up and is able to get by Ron.
Looks like Ron's weathered the storm pretty good, guys, though. He's riding along in the 4th spot. He's got a gap He's got Terry Cook right on him, but they got a gap behind him. So I think he's going to be okay now. The most tense time when your truck is loose is when they're having a restart and you got other trucks all over you.
And he's running good laps right now. He's running laps comparable to what Harvick is running leading.
I just worry about, is he comfortable? Because if you got trucks all around you, you're a little uncomfortable. This track is so fast, that thing will jump sideways and hello, wall.
And again, remember, Johnny Benson, who came onto pit road moments ago, under the caution like everyone else, they were supposed to put tape on the back of that truck. They did not. So NASCAR is going to be watching them the next time they come onto pit road. And look at this battle between these two Cup drivers. They are locking it up front. Adam Alexander, what's going on with Johnny?
Now look at Trip Bruce, the crew chief. He right now is explaining to the guys how he wants this plan executed. He went over himself and prepared the tape to put it on the rear spoiler. Now NASCAR continues to have conversations with Trip Bruce. Not sure exactly what they're saying to him now, but Trip has really done an aggressive job of getting involved to make sure they're doing what they need to satisfy NASCAR. Krista?
Well, we've been talking a little bit about the 59 of Terry Cook, and remember at the start of this race I said how important this race was for Terry Cook. He wants to give something back to Team ASE, the long-running sponsor here in the Truck Series, going for a win, if not a top 5. On the last stop, they took 4 or 5 tires, fuel, no adjustments. Terry said, and I quote, Danny, referring to Danny Rollins, do not touch this truck.
That's a good message to send to your crew chief.
And I'm sure you noticed, but we had a lead change.
Yes, we did.
And this is back to front, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kyle Busch, who came in early on that very first caution and lifted the hood and made an adjustment, was able to get by now Kevin Harvick. So all the way from the back to the front, Kyle Busch now leading at Homestead, Miami. So Kyle Busch will try to add to his laps led while Kevin Harvick watches him up in front and worries about what's going on with his truck just behind him.